Hello and happy Monday. We're so glad to be starting off your evening. I'm Kylie McCoy.
And I'm Gabe Evans. You're watching NewsWatch Ole Miss. Well, Kylie, I hope you had a relaxing weekend. No football game this past Saturday.
Yes, I did. It was so nice to sleep in. Ole Miss might have had an off weekend, but the campus was busy with events. Stay tuned to see more.
Definitely. And later on your national news update with The Watch. You don't want to miss it.
Well, Gabe, I don't know about you, but I have been hating seeing the sun go down early.
Definitely. I know and feel like I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock now, but let's check in with weather anchor Mackenzie Cox to get a look at our current conditions. Mackenzie?
Good evening, Rebels. It's currently 70 degrees outside. We've had cloudy skies all day, and winds will be picking up over the evening. Stay tuned for more in news and weather.
The holiday spirit is in the air, and Oxford residents are jumping into the Christmas spirit.
That's right. The Lafayette County Chamber of Commerce is gearing up for their annual open house this weekend in the square. NewsWatch reporter Claire Ulmer has more.
The Oxford Lafayette City Chamber of Commerce brought Christmas right to the square this Saturday for the annual Oxford Open House event. From 11 to 3, local businesses opened their doors and greeted customers with cookies and Christmas spirit. The event was filled with fun activities for all ages. From arts and crafts events for the kids, such as letters to Santa, snowflake making, candy cane crafts, and of course, pictures with Santa and Mrs. Claus. No one was left hungry with hot chocolate and fresh cookies ready for guests. The local businesses filled their stores with Christmas goodies and the perfect Christmas gift ideas. And after, if you brought your shopping receipt over the Chamber of Commerce tent, you received a free shopping bag and ornament and were entered to win the big raffle. During the holiday season, Pam Swain, the CEO and president of the Oxford Lafayette City Chamber of Commerce, stresses the importance of shopping local.
I was involved from the very beginning when we started this 4 years ago, and what we started it for was just an attempt to get our locals out supporting our local retailers early in the shopping season. We want to make sure that we reinforce to our local community the importance of supporting our local retailers so that they kind of move away from the computers a little bit and really come home for their shopping and do their shopping here in Oxford so that they can make an impact on their local community through their tax dollars spent.
The Christmas spirit radiated through Oxford this Saturday. Local businesses benefited and bellies and hearts were filled. Bringing people together, one cookie and one hot chocolate at a time. This is truly what the Christmas spirit is all about.
I had a blast today experiencing the Christmas joy in Oxford at our own open house. And I have a special guest from Santa and Mrs. Claus. Santa.
Oh, from the Oxford Chamber of Commerce, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
And I'm Claire Ulmer with NewsWatch.
If you missed the American Idol season this year, the Ole Miss campus has you covered.
Earlier last week, Ole Miss students enjoyed Ole Miss Idol. Here's Tyra Walton with more on the event.
The Student Activities Association held its annual Ole Miss Idol, allowing 7 students to showcase their singing abilities and receive feedback from the judges. Contestant number 7, Guy, became the 2024 Ole Miss Idol, receiving a trophy and a $500 bursar stipend. For more student activities, follow SAA on Instagram. For NewsWatch Ole Miss, Tyra Walton reporting.
Well, if you have an interest in music or in need of some music credit hours, Ole Miss Music has just the thing for you. The University of Mississippi's 2425 Opera Theater is presenting Perfect Matches, a season of love and laughter in an evening of arias. The show will feature the UM opera singers and soloists led by director Bonita Bunt and music director Amanda Johnston. You can enjoy this event of music tomorrow night at 7:30 in Nutt Auditorium here on campus. And speaking of the arts, the University Student Activities Association will host an evening of painting and pastries. Students will have the opportunity to take a break from the stress of the semester and unwind with some painting while also enjoying some sweet treats. An assortment of pastries will be provided from the Bottle Tree Bakery and paint guides from Studio Whimsy. This will take place Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. in room 218 in the Student Union. Students also must RSVP on the forum in order to participate.
While cardio might not be for everyone, jogging is definitely good and should be on everyone's radar. Sigma Chi held their annual 5K to raise money for the Thomas Mayo Clinic this past weekend. NewsWatch reporter Gariana Williams has more.
Walking for a cause. Sigma Chi hosted their annual Thomas Mays 5K walk for the second year in a row. People from all over surrounding cities came to participate in the walk. All proceeds go towards the Thomas Mayo Lab at the William McGee Institute to help students with mental health and substance abuse misuse. Each year, there's a banner contest for a sorority to have a chance for their banner to be showcased at the run. This year, the winner was Kappa Kappa Gamma. I'm Gabriana Williams, NewsWatch reporter, Ole Miss.
And in more campus awareness, the Ole Miss William McGee Center is giving away free Narcan. Amelia Ward has more on the story.
Ole Miss's William McGee Center is distributing free Narcan to organizations on campus and students in need. Assistant Director Shannon Richardson says financial concerns led the center to offer it for free.
It's really just a financial barrier. If you have, if you don't have the money, then obviously you can't purchase it, but if you do, then it's accessible to anybody.
Richardson says Narcan is given to every residence hall on Ole Miss campus. Crosby Hall's resident assistant Jensen says that all the RAs should know how to administer it.
That knowledge could be the difference between life and death.
While obtaining Narcan is fairly simple, Richardson says the stigma surrounding the purchase of it still exists.
They're gonna judge me if I come and get Narcan, but honestly, even if a person is not using drugs, I think everybody should carry Narcan because you never know when you're gonna come across somebody that is in need of it.
The center strives to make the experience of obtaining Narcan stress-free.
Literally, somebody comes in, I need Narcan, the only question we ask is, are you a student or employee? That's all they have to say. And then we give it to them, we explain how to administer it, and off they go.
In an attempt to encourage the carrying of Narcan, Richardson elaborates on group training the center does.
Groups can request Narcan training, and we will do that in partnership with the School of Pharmacy. So we have the supply and we will bring the supply. The School of Pharmacy will actually go through and demonstrate. There's little demo Narcan dispensers that they will actually demonstrate and go through the process.
The William McGee Center is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays and is available to any Ole Miss student or staff.
If Oxford hasn't been cold enough for you, Code Pink is holding Frostbite this Thursday at the Lyric.
That's right. Attendees are encouraged to dress up in holiday or ice-inspired looks, and doors will open at 9 p.m., although the drag show does not start until 10:30 p.m.
More information can be found on the Lyric Oxford website or the Visit Oxford Instagram.
Well, coming up on NewsWatch Ole Miss, we have a recap on a holiday festival that you might have missed in case you need more ideas for some last-minute gifts.
That and more on the Biden administration and Trump's cabinet picks. Stay tuned after the break.
Sometimes in life, in order to move forward, it helps to look back. To learn from the pioneers and trailblazers.
To gain inspiration from those who came before us.
To show us what it means to act with empathy and to show that love has no labels.
Join WWE and Love Has No Labels throughout the year in celebrating people from all communities and heritages.
Because when love has no labels, that's a love we can all fight for.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing to keep us focused. A habit we never skip. To clear our minds and elevate our performance. What do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Maybe you surround yourself with positivity. Or you need to center yourself. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Christmas is blooming in Oxford, and the Myers Pharmacy is part of the holiday fun.
NewsWatch reporter Cassidy Rickley got a chance to attend the holiday festival. Let's take a look.
This past weekend, I took a trip on over to Myers' Pharmacy in town to check out their holiday festival. There was Christmas music, decorations, tables full of gift ideas to buy from businesses in town, and more. I took a special look into one of the workers at Myers to see what types of things they sold for possible gift ideas for the family.
Well, I'm Marty. I'm one of the pharmacists here. So Myers is a compounding and a retail pharmacy, and we make prescription compounds as well as compounds that are just over the counter that are available to anybody at any time. So a couple of those that we do for new moms, we do a healing nursing balm. We also do a stretch mark cream that is great, can be applied during pregnancy or after. For the little ones, we have a diaper rash cream. It's recommended by a pediatrician here in town. As far as pain goes, we also have a pain relieving ear drop. Then we have a young eyes cream, and that's great used 1 or 2 times a day, just as your little under your eyes to help with bags, dark circles, all of that kind of thing. And last thing we have is a mouth ulcer gel, and that kind of just helps with the pain and discomfort from mouth ulcers. But these are just a couple that we do over the counter. You can buy them anytime, and it really helps more than just the classic things that are available. So
This is just the start of one of many holiday things to expect this year here in Oxford. This is Cassidy Rickley with NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Well, that's all we have for your holiday news.
Let's hand it over to NewsWatch reporter Tyra Walton for your national news on The Watch.
Second term, he outlines what's most important for him to tackle. Trump plans to name Tom Homan to head Immigration and Customs Enforcement. This will make Homan's second time coming out of retirement to serve under President Trump, as he served as the director of ICE during Trump's first presidency.
I got a message. As a guy who spent 34 years deporting illegal aliens, I got a message to the millions of illegal aliens that Joe Biden's releasing our country in violation of federal law. You better start packing now. You're damn right. Because you're going home.
In other presidential news, the Biden administration is gearing up to spend more money to help those in need. The Biden administration is urging Congress to quickly pass a massive disaster relief spending bill. This bill requests $100 billion for disaster relief. More than half of the funding will go to FEMA's disaster relief. This relief comes after the southeast of America experienced multiple back-to-back hurricanes. And more on decisions by President Biden. According to a senior U.S. official, Biden is authorizing the use of powerful U.S. long-range weapons for Ukraine to fire inside Russia. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky argued the need of capability to gain momentum in his war effort and has been pressing Washington to allow the use of weapons inside Russia. Russia has deployed nearly 50,000 troops to Kursk, the southern Russia region where Kyiv launched its surprise counteroffensive in the summer. This has been The Watch for your national news updates. I'm Tyra Walton. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Tyra. After the break, we will have all you need to know for this week's weather conditions.
NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Hello and welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Let's take a look at our current conditions. We can see right now we're sitting at 70 degrees. We've got some cloudy skies and our winds have been a little bit higher today. So winds coming in about 11 miles per hour from the southeast, but you'll feel gusts much stronger than that if you were out today and this afternoon. Low chance of precipitation for right now, but that will be increasing throughout the day. You can see here it's been a similar day all across North Mississippi. Been in our low to mid 70s, our warmest of 73 in Tupelo. Still a little bit warm for this time of year and the humidity is coming with it. The reason that humidity is coming because we'll start to see a chance at increase of showers this evening. 88% chance of precipitation. Winds picking up a little bit, like I mentioned, about 13 miles per hour, but we are cooling down slightly. So there is some good news to be had, 60 degrees, but watch out for those thunderstorms. Make sure to stay weather aware this evening and bring an umbrella or a rain jacket if you have any outdoor plans. Moving into tomorrow, we're going to be back up to 73, so starting to feel like a second summer or spring maybe, but partly cloudy skies. That cloud coverage will start to move out tomorrow and into the rest of this week, but it's here to stay for just a little while longer. Winds coming in about 17 miles per hour, so again, higher. Just make sure that you're prepared for that. You don't want anything to blow away. And then 17% chance of precipitation. Those showers should mostly be consolidated in the early morning hours. Nothing too much to worry about as you move through the rest of your day, just hanging out from this night. And then 70s again across northern Mississippi tomorrow. We'll still have 73 in Tupelo as our highest, but Oxford's going to be right there with them. So be ready for some warmer temperatures. It's always harder when you have to have rain and wear the rain jacket while also getting ready to be warm. But we're going to be moving down so you can finally bring out the real jackets. 52 degrees on Friday, back up almost to 60 on Saturday. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be back with information in sports right after the break.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Here's your challenge. How many riders in green jump the ramps? Go. Five riders in green jumped the ramps. But did you notice the unicyclist? How about the hidden message? Did you see that? Did you notice the man dropping the suspicious backpack? Your next challenge? Be aware of your surroundings. If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Gonna be a hot one out there for move-in weekend, Ole Miss. Good luck this year, Rep.
You did it. You're home. I can't wait for you to discover the true meaning of Hotty Toddy. It's a cheer that connects us all to the red and blue. It's the moment that begins when you step on campus and continues long after you turn your tassel. I can't wait for you to discover your legacy and make the world a better place. Are you ready?
Welcome back. I'm Erica Durkee with Sports Watch. Starting things off, the Ole Miss volleyball team got a very exciting win against the Hogs from Arkansas at home on Friday night. Sports anchor Claire Ulmer was there to catch all the action.
The Ole Miss Lady Rebels dominated the Arkansas Razorbacks with a 4-set win. The Rebels had a slow start but finished strong in the Gillum Center. Arkansas took the first set with a 25-16 lead. The Lady Rebels had 36 attacks with only 8 of those ending in a kill. Nia Washington was on fire and made her standout performance early in the game with 3 of the 8 kills ending the first set. And we can't forget about Emma Averman, who claimed 2 of the remaining 5 kills to end set 1. The Lady Rebels kept that momentum gained in the end of the first set and dominated the second set with 16 kills. Washington and Emmerman continued to dominate the court with 4 kills each in the second set. Shaylin Meyer joined number 6 and 18 with 4 kills of her own. The Rebels claimed set 2 with a leading score of 25-19. Washington took her domination to a new level in the third set with 6 kills from all over the court. Momentum was continued by the Rebs with an early 10-4 lead. In a match that started slow with errors, the Rebs fixed that previous errors, which forced the Razorbacks to have numerous errors of their own, while Washington continued to dominate in kills. Back-to-back kills extended the lead to 19-10, trading points the rest of the way, but eventually the Rebs took a 25-16 win. The Razorbacks attempted to answer as they built an 8-3 lead and forced Ole Miss into an early timeout. The Rebels regrouped with 2 kills from Meyer and another from Washington out of the timeout. Nevertheless, Arkansas held a 13-9 advantage. The Rebels came back with Arkansas leading 20-18, and Meyer took over with a kill and 2 aces to take the match. After the game, we spoke to Washington about her standout performance against the Razorbacks.
Arkansas didn't get to see me when we played them at their home, so it was a redemption game for me. Really, my mindset every game I go into was to see the ball and go get the ball and attack it at its highest point. But yeah, I had a lot of confidence going in. My teammates had a lot of confidence behind me, so that's what got us rolling. What is important to me and like our team in general is, like you said, our relationships. We pride ourselves on it because we know that's what's going to keep us going when we get, to the tournament, hopefully this season. So with losses in our gym, I don't feel like this season we have like hung our heads or anything. We're coming back in the gym ready to work and get after it the next day. So
Coach Bree Henry tells us about the seriousness in which they took this redemption game and commends Washington on her incredible performance.
We were really bummed when we lost there because we really truly believe that we were the better team, and there's not very many chances and opportunities for us to play in the SEC, play the team again. So to have a little bit of revenge was awesome, and to have them at home, and we just knew that, believed in ourselves and had a lot of confidence in ourselves and our ability to beat that team. So to be able to do that was fantastic. Nia Washington, she's awesome. She's a beast. She was our go-to player tonight. We were making sure that we were getting her the ball. Started off a little slow, but again, that belief in her that she knows she can get it going for us and gets all the hype and just the joy and it's just big plays.
The Ole Miss Rebels dominated the Arkansas Razorbacks in the Gillum Center with a 4-set win. We look forward to them using this momentum against the Mississippi State Bulldogs this Sunday, November 17th. I'm Claire Ulmer with NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Men's basketball continues their season in the win column, taking down Colorado State Saturday afternoon in South Haven. Ole Miss's 51% shooting percentage in the first half propelled them to an early lead, as high as 24, but ahead 19 at the buzzer. But Colorado came back from the locker room with a 58 shooting percentage of their own in the second half, which diminished the Rebels' lead considerably. Still, thanks to 5 Rebels scoring in the double digits, including 16 points from Jalen Murray, the Rebs ended up on top, winning 84-69, and are looking to stay undefeated this Thursday at home at 7 p.m. against Oral Roberts. And even if it is Monday, it's never too early to start thinking about football. After a well-deserved bye week, let's take a first look at Ole Miss's crucial game against Florida in the Swamp this weekend. The Gators have an unimpressive 500 record, but all 5 of their losses are from ranked teams. Some key players to watch from the Gators include DJ Lagway, a 5-star freshman quarterback who went 13 for 26 for 226 yards against LSU, and Elijah Badger, a receiver who is averaging 76.8 yards per game and had 131 yards against LSU. Make sure you turn in Saturday morning to cheer on our number 9 Rebels as they continue to win out. It's our only option. And that's all I've got for sports. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for Sports Watch and then Friday for our sports talk show, Rebel Watch. Back to you guys at the desk.
All right, thank you, Erica, for that sports update.
Hopefully you didn't get enough of sports because we have more body slamming news after the break.
And just like that, she starts to grin. A special flame's been lit within. The spark of something new begins. There's something in the water. On her own, she's in the zone. Determination can't be thrown. Resilience building in her bones. There's something in the water. With her gator on and her waders on, she can tackle anything till dawn. There must be something in the water. On and off the boat she flies. The sky's the limit. She's soaring high. She's a force of nature on the rise. There's something in the water.
Just try one. If you don't like it, it's easy to give up. Uh-oh, nicotine. I'd better move fast. Up and away! Go on, kid, go on.
Superman, is it hard to give up smoking, or is it easy like nicotine says?
You no-good windbag, nicotine.
No, Superman. Leave me one. Please, I need one. Just...
That's how hard it is. That's why I never say yes to a cigarette.
How to know if you should reach out to a friend? Your friend might be worried, sad, grumpy, angry,
Stressed, weird, rebellious,
anxious, antisocial,
lonely,
sleeping less,
sleeping more,
eating less, eating more. Look, there are a lot of things to watch out for, but you know your friend best. So if they're not acting themselves, why not say something? Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org. Awkward.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. We've got some knockout news for you guys.
Last Friday, former YouTube star and pro boxer Mike Tyson had their first ever boxing match.
Sadly, Mike Tyson did not weather the storm and lost to Jake Paul.
Ole Miss students had a lot to say about the fight. Let's take a look.
I went to the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. It was honestly pretty disappointing.
Pretty boring fight. I think it was rigged, but go Mike Tyson, I guess.
58 years old. He just doesn't have it in his legs anymore, so it was sad to see, but Mike Tyson's a legend, and he always will be.
I mean, either way, it's a lose-lose for Jake Paul. I mean, if he knocks Tyson out, it's going to be like, you beat up a 58-year-old guy, but if he gets knocked out by Mike Tyson, then you lost a 58-year-old guy. I mean, that was kind of the only way that Jake Paul could have won the fight, and it be kind of a fair outcome. Either way, it sucked, and the two girls that faced off before were way better than
Paul was just beating up on an old man the entire time. He also just wasn't throwing any punches, so it was just very unfair.
Okay, to be honest, I didn't listen to the fight or watch it. I thought it was irrelevant, and I've heard it was rigged, so that's just a waste of time.
I thought it was a terrible fight. I mean, Mike Tyson's like 60 years old. He's double his age. It's a bad fight all around.
Being that DoorDash saw a higher volume delivery surge in the Paul Tyson fight than the Super Bowl now points to his influencer boxing becoming a trend. Students of Ole Miss seem to be passionate on the fight and the impact it had. One thing is for sure, the fight was beyond a show. Leslie Acme reporting, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Well, that's all we have tonight. Tune in tomorrow. I'm Kylie McCoy.
And I'm Gabe Evans with your latest news.
I'm Erica Durkee with Sports Watch.
And with Stormwatch, I'm Mackenzie Cox.
Be sure to keep up with us on your socials and tune in tomorrow at 5.
NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live
and keep it local. Have a good night.